Hello, my Pisces and Pisces rising friends. Sondra from For Your Chi. Thank you for being here with me. This is your January 2024 reading. If you want to check out my predictions for 2024, they're on the link below. It's Patreon. It is Tier 1. We will be going, this is the same situation. We'll be going over houses 1 through 6 here. I have a lot of cards. Houses 7 through 12 will be on the extended. That's on Patreon. Tier 2 is what you want for that. Tier 2 will also get you the Tier 1 readings, by the way. Also, if anyone wants a reading with me, that link will be below as well. You can view my calendar and book at the same time. But your first house here, Triumph, the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot. Swift action is required on your part the first couple of days of January, and you will be required to let that past shit go. Now, it could be that the situation is one and the same. In other words, you may have to do some fast spiritual work action to let your past issues go in order for you to feel better, manifest what you want, things of that nature. This is the second house. Second house rules your stuff, but also rules your money. You are planting seeds. It's going to be very important to watch what you say, because I said this in the Aqua reading, but not related to money. For better or for worse, as Annie Botticelli always says. So be very deliberate and cautious what comes out of your mouth when it comes to money and manifesting. You want to plant positive seeds. One of the tools that I have gone back and looked at today, in fact, was Louise Hay. Louise Hay, there is a book, and it's an audio book. You can get it with a free trial of Audible, because they give you 1 credit, I think, for a free trial for 30 days. It's called 21 Days of Affirmations or something like that. There's definitely 21 days in that title. And there are some money affirmations in there. Now, the money affirmation that I always use is big money flows freely and easily to me. You can use whatever money affirmation that you want that works for you. But one of the things that this book suggested is saying whatever affirmation that you want, like you really, really want, 400 times in the morning, at least 400 times. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of times. But if you're sitting there repeating it over and over and over, especially in the morning when the energy is ripe for manifestation, you know, I'm sure 400, I've never actually counted before. I'm sure 400 would go quite fast. There is forgiveness involved here, okay? So it could be that you have been harboring and perhaps you have planted seeds of anger that you definitely do not want to you don't want to reap that harvest, right? So it's going to be important for you to let that go. And then you might be saying, well, Sondra, how do I do that? Well, it's funny because that same book that I was talking about, the Louise Hay 21 Days of Affirmation, had a whole chapter in there about how to do forgiveness work, and it involves a mirror. I'm not going to go into it. You can get the book yourself. But I would highly recommend it because many, many years ago, over a decade ago, I did mirror work. Not for forgiveness, but for other things. And it is, I will say, incredibly powerful. I would highly suggest that to everyone, especially when you get the forgiveness card, because this could be holding back your money. That's what I'm trying to get at. Your third house, your brother or sister, solar plexus chakra. They are in a panic state, a panic moment. Now, this could be related to their abundance, okay? So you might get a phone call. You might get a freak out phone call regarding that subject matter, but with this card, it always doesn't have to be it's actually happening. It could just be their fear. I'm not saying that that's 100% true all the time, But I'm saying more often than not, it's the fear of it happening rather than it actually happening. So just watch out for that. Your fourth house, house of home where you currently live, you want out. But you're too afraid. You feel trapped. You're too afraid to leave. What is the advice card? Meditation brings answers. Now remember, in the fourth house, if this is not talking about your home where you live, this could be talking about your father. Because for me as a reader, the father shows up in the fourth house sometimes. So you're really going to want to go into meditation and figure this out, because you really do not want to be in this situation much longer. It's not healthy for anyone, including you, especially you. Fifth house. Your social life, your friends, they're telling you to have patience now. Now, it could be that you're trying to get together with some people that you really like, but it's just the circumstances. Those people cannot acquiesce in your invitation at this time. However, they're telling you not to stop. Do not stop. Continue offering, more dates in the future for get-togethers, because it will happen, but it doesn't look like it's happening in January. Your sixth house, work and health. Well, you have power. Power suggests a challenge. Your work and or health feels challenged in the month of January. However, it is unlikely that these challenges will stick around. Okay, so this too is temporary. This too shall pass. Now, we're going to get into your tarot cards of who's around you in the seventh house before we go into the extended. Well, you have two sword cards, an Aquarius, a Libra. It's so weird, I almost said another Pisces, or a Gemini. We also have the King of Cups here, so that is a Scorpio traditionally, but it could be, like I said, another Pisces or Cancer. All right, now we're going to be going over in the extended, again, Patreon, link below, tier 2. We're going to be going over your seventh house of primary relationships, including business partnerships and romance angel cards. Your eighth house of sex, contracts, taxes, legal matters. The source of your significant other's income, it's also the house of Scorpio, for those of you that are involved in a Scorpio. With the Scorpio, your ninth house of your school, your travel, your 10th house of career, your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend. For those of you that don't have children, in the 12th house, what's about to happen in April, which would be 3 months from now. Many blessings to you, Pisces. Take care.